Wow.
I'm gonna love you.
Hey guys, this is going to be a quick video of me and Nama doing an eLOL run. I know it's been done before and there's probably nothing here that you haven't seen on someone else's channel, but I'm going to use this time to talk a little bit about the difference between damage and DPS. I know we've all seen the acronym for DPS before, and if you're a longtime player of MMOs, you definitely know it stands for damage per second. But here's where a lot of people go wrong. The number you see at the end of a dungeon isn't your DPS. It's just a number. And while large numbers are impressive to see, they aren't an actual representation of your true DPS. Your true DPS is completely situational, and it's going to change from dungeon to dungeon based on a lot of external factors. And those external factors are buffs, debuffs, movement speed, and how well a party works together as a team. But it's basically going to come down to your total damage divided by the time you spent in a dungeon, at least in my mind. So for that reason, I would say my true DPS for eLOL is a lot higher than it would be in, let's say, a dungeon like Temple of the Spider, as a majority of the total damage you can get from large single targets happens to be exactly where Guardian Fighter DPS shines the most. Some other dungeons you might see that in is Castle Never, or even Tomb of the Nine Gods, where the majority of the dungeon's total damage obtained comes from bosses. Part of understanding DPS and how it works can majorly come down to how you perceive it. It's more than a number. It's a reflection of your efficiency as a player and your understanding of how you fit into a team you're playing with. I'm not saying this to discourage new players who might not be hitting those high numbers. I'm saying it because, well, that DPS, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the team. At the end of a dungeon, nobody will ever remember your number on the Pain Giver chart. The only thing they'll remember is how well you played, how well you worked with the team, and how efficient the run was. Let me say this again. People don't remember DPS. They remember experiences. Damage, in my mind, is like a cake. And that cake belongs to the entire party. Everyone wants a slice.
I believe I shall have a meal.
And even if you're a healer, tank, or buffer, you at least want a hand in making sure those slices of cake get cut and distributed efficiently. Okay, so I'm trying not to ramble on incoherently. There is a bigger picture here, and before we finish up, I'd kind of like to take a moment to bring everything to a conclusion. These dungeons, they're about the team. Whether you're an 18k vet or a 7.5k intro level player, everyone has a role to play. If you're staying with the team, working with the group, and not hitting the numbers you want, it's okay. Find a way to enhance your party's experience through buffs, control, or assisting with movement speed. That high damage you dream of, it comes with time. You will get there. And just because you're a quote-unquote DPS class, doesn't mean you have to play it that way. Your value as a player doesn't come from the scoreboard. It comes from what you can do for the team, even if you're the only person who recognizes that value. And believe me, there will be plenty of times when you're the only person who recognize the value that you bring to the table. But it's not about the journey to the top of the scoreboard that makes you a better player. It's the journey to understanding how individuals fit into the team to make it a better, more effective, and most importantly, enjoyable experience for everyone in the team. So thanks for watching. I hope at least some of this helped, or at least offered a unique, new perspective on how to play the game. And I'll see you next time.